I have to admit I am a Manchester United supporter.
Cool.
Tell me, Sir Alex Ferguson, like I look at him and think, why can't he just coach me? Like I just think he would be able to find every bit about you as a person and every inch of that hard work, he would get it out of you. He would just strangle it out of you and make you a better player.
Do you know what it is? Sometimes it's not even so much as what he does and says. Sometimes it's sometimes he's in it before anyone. He leaves after everyone. That work ethic and that desire, he's been there 25, 26 years. You as a young player coming in or whatever time you come into that club, if you don't try and replicate what he's doing and that desire, work ethic and that winning mentality, then you don't deserve to be there. And his age and his life, he's achieved everything. He's won countless amounts of things. And if he can still get out of bed earlier than everyone else and work that bit harder than everyone else to be successful, then how can you look in the mirror if you can't do it? And that is like an inspiration. It just works. And then you've got the senior players in the squad that are doing that. And you see new players come in. Even Robin van Persie come in and said, "You guys are in the gym before everyone. When we finish training, you guys are in the gym again doing extras, yoga, etc. And you're winning." And I was at somewhere where some not just Robin, but other guys saying, I was at a club before and these guys were getting off in their cars as quick as they could to get home while they had things to do rather than working on their game and different stuff around the game. So that is it. And I think desire is what the manager always spoke about.
Yep.
If you haven't got that desire, then you won't be successful. And he had it in bundles.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Just recently, personally, I had an issue. A fan from an opposition club, when I was close to the fence, she called a racial slur at me, and it rocked my world. It was very shattering, and I was very disappointed about it. And the fallout from that was, she was only 13 years old. Just wanted to know your insight to obviously your brother and what happened with John Terry, like how that affects not only your brother but your family, your parents, your heritage. I know it's a personal question, but it was a really disappointing time for me, and it wasn't too long ago, and it still hurts. But being of Aboriginal descent and being called an ape, it was very disappointing. And I've been on a sort of, not a mission, but I really want to help educate our society, our community out there of how much it does affect somebody by calling them a racial slur or just by name calling.
Yeah, it's a mad issue, and I think obviously it's been highlighted the last year or so in our country, especially with the guy you mentioned and other people. But people don't realise the knock-on effect it does have. I mean, we're thick-skinned because we play in an environment where name calling and teammates having a go at each other and opposing fans shouting you is part and parcel of the game, and you get used to it and you develop a thick skin. But when it becomes personal like that, it's more your family members who take it harder than anyone else. I mean, my mum got glasses in the house, the windows smashed. My brother had bullets in the post and stuff like that with messages, racial messages and stuff. Yeah. So it's more for them type of people, and I've got kids now and you worry about them more, but it's just the ignorance that you don't understand. And I'm coming from a mixed background. My mum's white, my dad's black. So I've never really seen colour at all. As a kid, I never saw someone as being, oh, he's a white guy, or he's a black guy, or he's a blue guy. Do you know what I mean? I never saw it like that at all. So for me to see people like that, it didn't make sense a lot of the time. And yeah, I mean, you get situations that arise, and when I was younger, I dealt with it with your hands, and you thought, I'm going to fight. But as you get older, you realise that what I realise now, especially doing what we do, is that a result sometimes is the biggest kick in the teeth for these people, and it makes you play harder and stronger, and you think, I want to win. So you can't say that. You might say it, but you'll be saying it hurt because I'll beat you, type thing. So, but it's obviously a bigger issue than just sport, and you're not going to change it through sport, I don't think. I used to say that before, but through experiences, I know that it's not possible. It's kids in schools, families at home need to educate their kids to make sure that they understand that we are all the same, we bleed the same. And we all got to get along in this world. It's just whether people have got that desire and hunger that you're showing and that I've got and other people have got around the world to really make it happen.
No, that's awesome, mate. Thanks for that. Just, I know in our off-season here, I get 10 weeks off, and I know you guys want
10 weeks?
I know.
I'd pay a lot of money to get 10 weeks off.
The younger guys get 8 weeks, but the older guys that have been in the system longer than 8 years get an extra 2 weeks. So we get 10 weeks, and congratulations on the championship last, mate. That was awesome. But what happens with you guys off season? Do you get away with the family? Do the boys have a trip where you go? Is there somewhere you'd like to go?
It depends. I mean, some guys, they get a girlfriend or have a wife or whatever and a family, and they consciously say, I'm not going to go with the lads, or their wives tell them they can't, or whatever happens. And then you get the younger lads who are just out and about and fly all over the place, different places. I mean, Vegas, I think, is quite a big destination for a lot of the guys at the moment, in LA. Me personally, I always go away with my mates as well for a 3 or 4 day weekend, long weekend type thing. This year I went to Spain, actually, Marbella, with my friend was getting married, my best mate, I was best man. So
awesome.
A group of us went over there, crazy. And then I just went on a few family holidays just to Cyprus and to Portugal.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, I mean, you kind of mix it up. I've always had you need to kind of let your hair down for a good weekend and really get back with your mates that you grew up with and stuff, and I love to do that. Where did you guys get to?
Mate, this year a lot of the boys went over to Vegas.
Yeah,
in the grand final, I actually blew out this knee and did it in the first half of the game, but I kept playing. But I had to get operation, rehab on that, so I had to cancel my trip with the boys to Vegas, New York, and even my trip to Bali with my brothers. So I got to spend a week with them up on the Gold Coast, which was pretty nice. So back to one more question, mate. I'll wrap it up here. Twitter, you're a massive Twitter. I saw the other day that you've seen a couple of AFL games. You think we're a little bit crazy?
Yeah. To be honest, when I was younger, we used to get it on TV in England, and I used to watch it on a Sunday all the time. I used to love it, and it used to amaze me how you guys just run into each other, no padding, nothing. We were talking about it yesterday, actually, and our master said, it's an easy game to play. And I was like, you can't say that. I couldn't bounce the ball the way you do and then smash it on the run through the post and stuff. It's unbelievable, to be fair. I admire the way you guys play.
No, thanks a lot, mate. And you obviously got a lot of Twitter following. I've only been on this year. I've just been on the last couple of months. How many followers you got?
4.5 million, around that number.
Okay, I got 25,000. We might call
We're going to have to talk then. We're going to have to talk via Twitter.
We'll have to talk. But Rio, thanks a lot for your time,
Thank you
mate.
very much.
And good luck
Appreciate it.
against the All-Stars.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Cheers. Pleasure.
I've got something for you as well. On behalf of the Man United team, I'd like to give you one of our new shirts. I don't know if you're fitting it because you're quite a big guy. So
I'll make it fit, mate.
thanks a lot.
Pleasure, mate.
Cheers, man. Nice to meet you.
It's awesome.
Awesome.